Professor Claudia M. Mueller conducted a research at Columbia University in 1998. She took a big group of fifth graders and had them work on various puzzles independently. These were challenging puzzles, yet regardless of how well each child performed, Claudia assured them that they scored extremely well and performed better than most of the other children. Following that, half of these children were told that their excellent scores were due to their hard effort, while the other half was told it was all because they were intelligent and gifted. Then they gave each student 3 more sorts of puzzles to work on: easy, medium difficulty, and highly difficult. And what they found was very interesting. Students who were told they did well because they were smart spent most of their time on easy tasks. They spent practically no time on the highly difficult tasks and significantly less time overall attempting to complete any of the challenges, indicating a lack of motivation. To top it all off, they responded no when asked if they enjoyed the experiment. Students who were told they did well because they worked hard, on the other hand, spent the bulk of their time working on the more difficult challenges. They also spent much more time attempting to solve any puzzle overall, indicating increased motivation. To top it all off, they indicated they loved the entire experience after the experiment. So what can we gain from this research? The locus of control is a notion that describes the degree to which you think you have control over your life. Children who were taught they did well because they were brilliant and gifted were led to believe in an external locus of control. They were encouraged to think that things outside of their control were the reason they performed well. You have no influence over whether you are born clever. Children who were taught they did well because they worked hard, on the other hand, began to believe in what is known as an internal locus of control. They believed that the things they could control were responsible for their results. Their hard work and extra effort enabled them to perform well on the puzzles, because you have total control over how much time and effort you put into anything. Now, research on the locus of control, such as this one, have repeatedly indicated that having an internal locus of control is essential for remaining motivated. If you want to be motivated all the time, you must believe that you have control over your life and that you are accountable for what happens to you. I witnessed this with my own eyes when I was in charge of a sales team back in the day. This was not a retail or automobile sale. This was traditional door-to-door sales, with one of the highest turnover rates. The majority of people barely stay a week before giving up. Still, you must be an incredibly motivated individual to be able to withstand hundreds and hundreds of rejections every single day before someone even considers buying something from you. I acquired an excellent eye for who would genuinely last over time and to who I should devote more time and effort to training. I only had to ask a fundamental question. When a new salesman on my team had their first terrible day, a day when they didn't make any sales, I would ask them, "Why do you think you didn't make any sales today?" And I'd wait to see how they reacted. If they blamed the weather, the fact that it's the weekend and no one wants to be bothered on the weekends, or the type of neighborhood that they were working in, I'd know that they wouldn't survive since they had an external center of control. They felt that they couldn't make any sales due to issues beyond their control, so they spent less time knocking on doors, which was ultimately the true reason they weren't making any sales. That is the disadvantage of having an external center of control. When you believe that nothing you do counts, you stop working and trying, because what's the sense of trying when the universe is conspiring against you, right? So how can we develop an internal locus of control in order to feel motivated all the time? They discover that the greatest approach to accomplish this is to simply solve problems in your own life and then take some time to appreciate the fact that it was your efforts that solved the problem. I'll give you an example to help you understand. Assume you have a difficult time falling asleep. So you go do some research and you find out that if you can obtain more sunshine in the morning, solely use your bed for sleeping, and install a blue light filter on your phone, you should be able to sleep faster when it's time to go to bed. You do all that, and lo and behold, you sleep 15 minutes faster than before. When you see this difference, tell yourself, wow, it was because of the adjustments I made and the work I put in that I am now able to sleep better. It's as easy as that. Build the notion that you are in control of your fate, that you have an internal locus of control, and that you will never have motivation problems again in your life. I recommend you watch my productivity video, which teaches you how to develop and improve your attention span, which we all know has to be worked on. Watching this video can help you focus and complete more tasks, which is a wonderful way to build your internal locus of control and feel more motivated. So I really advise you to go check it out. Aside from that, guys, stay tuned.